Let's cut through the BS. You've seen the Lamborghinis, the private jets, the rise and grind cliches. But what if I told you the real habits of the wealthy have nothing to do with flexing on social media? In fact, they're boring, counterintuitive, and wildly effective. Today, we're exposing the 10 quiet habits that actually build wealth, not the ones that just look good on TikTok. And spoiler, habit number 7 is why 99% of people stay broke, even if they earn millions. Habit 1, they treat time like a scarcity, not money. The wealthy don't say, I can't afford it. They ask, is this worth my time? A CEO earning $500 every hour would never spend 3 hours chasing a 50 discount. Why? Because time compounds. Invest an hour learning a skill and it pays dividends for decades. Waste it scrolling and you're literally burning cash. The number 1 rule? Wealth isn't about what you earn, it's what you keep and what you multiply. Habit 2, they're obsessed with invisible assets. While everyone's arguing about stocks versus crypto, the wealthy are quietly investing in relationships, reputation, and niche knowledge. Think about it. A Harvard study found 85% of jobs come from weak ties, like your friend's cousin's coworker. The rich build networks before they need them. They read books nobody else does. They master skills that aren't trendy yet. Invisible assets can't be taxed, stolen, or inflated away. Habit 3, they outsource their weaknesses. Warren Buffett still uses a flip phone. Why? He's terrible at tech, and he owns it. The wealthy don't waste time pretending to be good at everything. They hire accountants, lawyers, and virtual assistants to handle their weaknesses. Meanwhile, the middle class is stuck DIYing taxes to save money and losing thousands in missed deductions. Your ego is the tax you pay to look capable. Habit 4. They're masters of controlled stupidity. Rich people ask dumb questions. They'll sit in a room full of experts and say, explain it to me like I'm 5. Why? Because pretending to know everything is how you stay poor. A Stanford study found that the higher someone's IQ, the more likely they are to overestimate their knowledge. The wealthy, they're allergic to ego-driven ignorance. The fastest way to learn is to look clueless. Habit 5, they practice reverse budgeting. Forget tracking every latte. The wealthy start by paying themselves first aggressively. They automate 20 to 30% of their income into investments before rent, bills, or Gucci belts. The rest? They spend guilt-free. Meanwhile, the average person budgets leftovers after expenses and wonders why they're stuck. You don't build wealth with what's left. You build it with what you protect. Habit 6, they're paranoid about lifestyle inflation. Here's a secret, most millionaires you see aren't rich. They're high-earning addicts hooked on luxury. The truly wealthy live like they're middle class. They drive Toyotas, live in modest homes, and avoid flashy crap. Why? A Journal of Financial Planning study found that for every increase in luxury spending, net worth drops by 4. Wealth isn't what you spend, it's what you ignore. Habit 7, they're ruthless with energy vampires. The wealthy don't have a hustle-porn mentalities. They guard their energy like it's Fort Knox. That means cutting off toxic relationships, saying no to pointless meetings, and sleeping 8 hours. Steve Jobs famously said his best ideas came from doing nothing. Meanwhile, the broke are still glorifying 5 a.m. routines. You can't think creatively when you're exhausted. Habit 8. They embrace productive failure. The rich fail constantly, but in ways that pay off. They'll launch 10 startups knowing 9 will flop. They'll lose $100,000 on a bad investment to learn a lesson worth millions. The poor? They avoid failure at all costs, which means they never learn. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's tuition. Habit 9, they're silent about their goals. The wealthy don't post their plans on LinkedIn. They don't tell Aunt Karen about their real estate deals. Why? A NYU study found that announcing goals tricks your brain into feeling like you've already achieved them, killing motivation. Real wealth is built in silence. Habit 10, they define wealth as options, not money. The rich don't hoard cash. They hoard choices. Can they quit a toxic job tomorrow? Move to Bali? Start a passion project? That's true wealth. Money is just a tool to buy freedom. As Morgan Housel says, the ability to do what you want, when you want, with who you want, for as long as you want, is the highest dividend money pays. So, are you ready to stop chasing shiny objects and start building real wealth? Smash that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who's tired of the fake rich circus. And remember, the most powerful wealth habit is the one you start today.